Welcome back, people. Geeks at the Nurse Table back at you one more time. And guess what? You get to see our faces again. Hey!
We have a full crew. Michael's back.
Mike's back!
If you thought we were ugly before, now we have one more.
Well,
Just when you thought we were done, we're coming right back.
right back at ya. So, episode 21, people.
21?
20.
We can drink.
We're We're
GMT is
drinking
now
it.
officially legal of age.
Yeah, we're legal to drink stuff.
Yeah, I'm legal to drink my soda.
I want water.
Yeah.
I forgot my water.
Ah, damn.
Dude, right now I want coffee. It's been a long couple of
Wait
days.
till 4
brother.
a.m. tomorrow.
No, I need that now.
Yeah, I can use
Yeah.
some right now.
So back to 21.
Oh, yeah, 21. Yay.
Yay, episode 21. Yay.
So, hey, we have an exciting episode ahead. We want to talk a little Ant-Man trailer.
I see what you did there.
We want to talk a little Mando.
Mando, let's go.
Yeah, that rhymes. Mando, let's go.
All right,
You
I'm
get-
Dr. Seuss now. Let's go.
Yeah, you know, this is what you do. We're going to talk a little Last of Us.
A little.
By
A little, because all y'all watched it, right?
capital.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it for a week, right?
Yeah, we were talking about it.
Y'all
Look,
caught it,
pigeon.
Hey, it's a bud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
What else?
And
Yeah, what else we got?
This time there is no Bad Batch. There is a Bad Batch.
Let's
Yeah, so Bad Batch is on the menu for today, and I think it's kind of tasty too. It's a pretty good menu taste.
Oh, I'm like, are you saying the Bad Batch is tasty? Like, are you eating the Bad Batch?
Family menu. I need you to pick up what I'm putting down, George.
All right, well, I'm gonna put it back down because I'm gonna get
Like, my God.
it's like over all of us.
Yeah.
But since I got
You know
it
what?
now, yo,
Screw all y'all.
You know what's the best, though?
I got it.
Thank you, Kev.
Jokes are usually funniest when you explain them, so please go.
no, he explained it now. So
All right,
I'm good.
explain
It's
it,
funny.
Mike.
I got it because I'm hungry.
So I said menu. You went ooh. What? Hold on. What? Remember when Mando called out Grogu for the first time? Like Grogu. He went. Huh? that was just Kev. We thought menu. Okay.
Someone please make that meme. Thank you.
So, okay, I'm back down. So we have some great stuff to talk about. So, peoples, we're sitting at a table in our chairs. Now it's your turn. So make sure you grab your chairs, pull that thing up to the table. We have a good conversation to have. All right, guys, we ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I think we should actually start off with something quite exciting. That's going to be the movie that's coming out within the next couple of weeks.
17.
17th.
Yeah.
So, on the
Right after Valentine's
17th,
Day.
the continuation of what we need for Marvel.
Yes.
Continuation or conclusion?
Ooh.
Both.
Oh,
Both.
that's where it becomes.
Now this is where the conversation starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So with that being said, Mike, what exactly do you mean when you say conclusion
That
that you're thinking?
he doesn't exactly have to win. He just has to make sure they both lose.
That line.
That
Major line in
That
that
line's
in that
crazy.
trailer.
like over under is Scott Lang making it out of here?
Yes.
I say 30-70. He 30% he is. 70 I don't think he is.
I'm right there with you. I feel like this is the time where they start kind of like, all right, listen, look, Scott, you did your thing. We appreciate what you did, but we got Cassie.
Yeah,
No.
and at the same time, does he like not make it out like casket, or does he retire for his daughter?
Or
I mean, I wouldn't see that though. Would you think?
I don't say that either.
Yeah, like
No.
I wouldn't. I feel like he's so heavy on her not doing it, so that if he retires just so that Cassie takes on the reins, I don't even know if that'll.
No,
be
I
his-
just mean just to go be a dad.
Oh, but then I feel like
Yeah, I
he
guess
said
it's,
I'm
he's
good.
kind of older.
Yeah,
I think
All right, you know what? Then
I
he's
think a
dying.
bunch of Scott Langs die
a bunch of.
because we saw in the trailer we saw a lot of different Scotts.
Yeah,
not
that's
different,
true.
but just are
The
all
one got shredded.
all yeah.
He got like
So I think
Mr.
our
Fantastic.
Scott's
Mr.
fine.
Fantastic-ish.
Yeah,
Yeah, Play-Doh-ish.
He turned him into some
noodles,
noodles.
So I
They're
think
like straight Mario.
So I think all those Scott Langs died, but I think our main Scott's gonna survive. I think he may get either stuck in the quantum realm, he can't get out.
But they can't
Or-
do that again, can they? He got stuck in there already.
Yeah, but Kang's there. You never know.
I mean, like, he really got stuck in
Or-
there. Thank God for the rat.
I
Or
got sold twice on the guy from Wonder Woman dying, so they can do it.
we talked about this. I believe what if he does get stuck in the quantum realm? What if there's certain Fantastic Four people who are down there and they have to find a way to get out?
Now,
Or he gets transported to another universe and he's stuck there.
okay. I think someone's going to die. Clearly, somebody's going to die. But I'm thinking, guys, we're thinking of the wrong Ant-Man.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Interesting. I didn't even think.
I was
that, 'cause he's
thinking.
in there
I
with
was
them.
I was thinking about the mom too.
Definitely
Yeah,
the moms.
I could see Mom still being around, but I can definitely see, because it's all about the connection. At least what Kang is trying to kind of threaten Scott with is the idea of family, spending more time with your family.
Yes.
I can easily see the original Ant-Man sacrificing himself for his family.
Wow.
It makes sense of what Kang's doing because if you look at all the Ant-Man movies, even in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, Scott hasn't been around for his daughter. He's either in jail or he got stuck in the quantum realm.
Yep.
And in the Endgame, I mean, it took years to get him out of the quantum realm, and he saw his daughter grow up. So he missed time. And that's what Kang used as an advantage.
And you know what's crazy too when you think about it like that. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of out with the old, in with the new. But it doesn't necessarily mean out with the old that we started with. It can be with the old Ant-Man from back in the 70s.
Exactly.
So we can out that old one
Uh-huh.
and then still keep the new one and then add
Hank Pym.
Cassie. I keep forgetting his name.
Hank
I'm
Pym.
terrible. But yeah, you get Hank out. He's the old. You keep Scott alive. And then you start pushing that into where we get Scott to, bounce and peace out.
Does Hank put on a costume and go out triumphantly?
I would love to see him in his old, actual comic book
that would be
accolade
awesome.
costume.
That'd be awesome.
I would love
Yeah.
it. But would he take it down there? That thing looks heavy.
Not if it's like this big.
On him?
Yeah, but he's like
It's like on
80.
the keychain.
He's like 80.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, look, we all know he's gonna be stuck down there. So we know that for sure. He's gonna be stuck. So that's for sure. Now, with him being down there and knowing, which would probably be perfect because of the fact that we don't know exactly what's going on with Mom's. Because Mom knows way too much of what she's supposed to.
Yeah.
I don't know what she was dipping and dabbling into, but no, her husband's going to find out.
She was
And-
speaking a lot about him in the trailer.
I'm just saying.
Yo,
So-
I heard there was the episode of Cheaters down in the quantum realm.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
I'm just
Wow.
The results are in.
saying. Like,
Kang's your real daddy.
so, with that being said, I can see, that dynamic of family, really getting all screwed up and everything, and Scott trying to actually, if we go by wording inside of the trailer, he actually succeeded with what he was asked to do. If you remember the trailer, Scott said we had a deal.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That is true. That is a good point.
Right. So it's not the fact that he has to try to do it. It's the fact that he did it.
And Kang's trying to double
Right.
back on it.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So it's not thank you. So with him doing what he asked to be done, right? He did it, and he's going to get screwed over, which is what the mom said. I can easily see Mr. Pym being the one that's actually out of here to sacrifice himself to make sure that his daughter, his son-in-law now, because I'm pretty sure in his mind that's his son-in-law,
Yeah.
and
His granddaughter.
granddaughter,
Yeah.
essentially, make it out of there okay.
Wow.
Now the biggest thing is that he's the brains,
He really is.
so somebody has to pick up the mantle of the brains. Now, granted, Scott's smart, but I don't know if he's
Hank
smart
Pym
enough
smart.
as Hank Pym smart, and there's no one else that's that intelligent. So the question is, how would that continue?
You know who's
I
that
don't
smart?
know. Cassie's
you know who's that
pretty,
smart?
pretty smart for what she did.
Mr. Fantastic's that smart.
Yes.
Bring him out of there.
Heck yeah,
Franklin Richards, he's that smart. Bring him out of there.
dude.
Iron Man is that smart. Oh.
Oh. Ironheart's that smart.
No, goodbye.
Ouch.
Shuri's that smart.
She is.
Shuri's busy. She's got to
Yes.
sharpen her clothes. get her scratching post.
Nah. Yeah, she's too busy. She's too busy with her
My
nephew.
nephew.
Exactly.
Protecting.
Yeah. So yeah,
That-
that's a lot.
Ooh.
Man, that's a lot, man.
That'd be one heck of a one shot. I'm sorry, diverting from the conversation. That'd be one heck of a one shot. Like something happens and she has to protect her nephew. Like something happens and Black Panther had to protect the nephew.
And
And then at the very end, he ends
No,
up
no, no.
protecting
oh,
her.
I'm
No, I'm just saying. Just like I'm diverting from it for a second to go back to it.
He's speaking for the future.
He's talking.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, that'd be
like-
so thorough. Like something happens and it's like, oh, T'Challa's son is where? Get him.
Ooh, Kang.
Like a future special. That would be awesome.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Like a one shot. Oh, that would be incredible. Like make it like a half-hour show.
Shoot.
Oh, that would be amazing. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to Ant-Man.
All right, but yeah. So what else? We got.
We got MODOK, the mental organism designed only for killing.
That's such a great name for a weird-looking character.
He's the weirdest. I don't know why people are so upset. Like, MODOK has never looked good.
No.
Period. Like, no one's like, oh man, that MODOK, he's such a bad butt looking villain. And no, he's a creepy face with little tiny arms. Like, he's never looked good.
All
That's the
fear
whole
the
point.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, that guy, man. And you know what's crazy?
Sorry.
I can't stand you guys.
I love how he just tried to ignore it. He's like, so MODOK is really weird.
Silence, I kill you.
Like, in all
MODOK
honesty,
style.
like, let's rewind it, as I say all the time, back to, what was that, Iron Man 3, when they went to the advanced ideal mechanics in that?
Yes.
You could not have told me they were going to have MODOK in that.
No, because it's the way that they actually set it up. Like, it's crazy to think that the CGI has gotten to where we're at right now, where MODOK is it's a character that I can physically see.
I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking like he's the most ridiculous thing there is, and they're like, here he is.
Yeah. Here's a
Yeah,
gift.
yeah.
The
Like,
ugliest
we
guy
got-
in the
we
comic
got-
books.
We got like kind of Armin Zola in
Winter Soldier?
Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And like even that was kind of like a cop out where it's like, oh, I'm on a screen.
Yeah.
No, he's not the guy's belly. But we're getting like full on MODOK.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the guy from Ant-Man, the cross.
yeah, I did see that.
Yellow Jacket.
Yeah. He does look
It's
like
him.
him.
So wait,
Huh?
It's him.
The guy, Yellow Jacket, is MODOK?
Yeah, because you remember, he gets sucked in the Crown Realm. And you see his arms get,
Is it?
shrinking
Wow.
first.
Well, he starts transforming. Being
But
all
if you
broken
pause
up.
the
I don't
trailer,
think
it's
that's
him. If you pause, but it's but if you've seen the trailer, it's him. When they're walking out of the Crown Realm, you see, or walking out of the building, Kang, Ant-Man, everyone, you see MODOK behind him. He doesn't have his mask on.
So
It's him.
MODOK has like multiple origins. They're kind of all the same. But so at some points he's a smart guy. At some points he's just like a foot soldier, and like other times like he's a janitor.
A janitor.
He is, and they do their experiments. And he was originally a mental organism designed only for computing, and he was what AIM would go to get their strategies. And then he decided to get real smart and self-aware Skynet here, and he became the mental organism designed only for killing, and he took over AIM.
Interesting.
So I can't remember the guy from Ant-Man's first name. I can't tell you MODOK's first name because
We will find out.
I ain't that sweaty. Like I get sweaty on some
ain't that
things,
sweaty.
but I ain't MODOK's secret identity sweaty.
Okay, Kev, knowing you're on Google at the moment.
Oh, jeez.
Are you looking up the character? All right, folks.
Oh.
He's showing
Yeah,
us
he looks like him.
the phone,
It's him.
and
That's such a bad still, though.
But it's him now.
Is it a bad still or is it just MODOK looks like MODOK?
No, everybody looks like crap too. Blurry.
okay.
Pictures.
So your answer that the person
You
that's
have a better
playing
shot
MODOK.
right here.
I can't. You have a shadow tent.
Okay, whatever, dude.
Yeah, it totally looks like him.
Okay, totally looks like him. So Now, did you confirm that that's him, or is that like, oh, he looks like him, so it has to be him?
Now we got to go back to Ant-Man 1.
I ain't doing that.
Here's like, I ain't doing that.
I'm not that sweaty.
So no, but seriously, Kev, is that something that you heard in Rumorville on Twitter or something, or do you know for sure that that's actually a Yellow Jacket?
I seen the picture and it was just a post.
He's in the cast right here.
Oh, is he on?
He's on the original cast.
Okay.
Yo,
It
but
is
his
him.
buddy's on there. We better get an intro of like catching up to what happened, and then he better do the full story
He's talking about
of the MC. His friend who does the long drawn out. Yeah.
Oh, dude, he needs to commentate the entire movie for me.
Oh, you talking about Luis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I need to commentate.
here you go. If he don't make it out, if Scott Lang don't make it out, he better do the eulogy.
Oh, you really want Scott Lang to die?
It just sounds like that's what's gonna happen, though.
Yeah.
Like it's like,
I think that's a good reason.
Yeah, when
I think that's
Kang
the way
like
we're looking
straight
at it.
up curb stomps him, I don't think he's walking
bro,
away.
not even that. When he goes at the end of the trailer, he's like, ah! Like he kamehamehas out of 2 hands.
That's true. He's
Like-
got the
But that was
spirit
before,
bomb.
though.
We don't know.
He looked like that's before. But also, Larry, remember? Oh, this was a while ago. Remember when they leaked out a shirt from the crew and it's Ant-Man's helmet just crushed like it got stomped on?
Yes,
But that's in the trailer.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
they just showed that in the trailer. Meaning,
Yeah.
like, no, they highlighted that like a long time
But we
ago.
know
Yes.
how Disney and Marvel do it. They're gonna say, "Yo, he's getting busted in this movie," and then guess what? He doesn't.
That's what I was gonna say. They wouldn't show that.
No,
Tobey
that's
Maguire and Andrew Garfield are not in Spider-Man.
and why-
They literally edited him
They're
out.
not in Spider-Man, but they're in Quantumania.
Like no, they play it close to the chest.
Yeah, no, they definitely do.
This- hey, look, we
Power
remember, we
technology.
had no idea of. We knew somebody major was going to die in Endgame, but we didn't think it was going to be Iron Man,
Right.
and especially like the way that he did. So yeah, I mean, but we knew somebody was going to die. Somebody got to
Yeah.
die.
Somebody got to die.
Somebody just got to die.
You know what?
Da, da, da.
It's going to show the geek because
dark.
I was talking Biggie Smalls.
So was I. So was I. Life after death. Come on.
And he took it to Dracula.
Oh.
We like somebody got.
Blah,
If I
blah, blah.
go, you gotta go. And he went.
Blah, blah,
Somebody
blah.
got to die. Count Chocula. That's not what we talking about, Kev.
1, 2, 3, three
Oh,
Ant-Man die.
Oh. Poor Kev.
Terrible.
Poor Kev. Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G.
Life
I
after
know
death.
who he is.
You sure?
Yeah.
So that song started out with like, it's like beep beep beep.
Yeah. Who the f is this? 5, 6 in the morning, crack of dawn, and now I'm yawning. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
Rewind.
Ant-Man!
Yeah. So February 17th. We are
Couple days after
We got-
Valentine's Day, our heart's about to get broken even more.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Well, we're not gonna be together anymore.
Yeah, there's something I gotta tell you. But I was gonna wait till after the podcast. I was gonna be professional.
Be like, I didn't want to break it to you during the podcast, but since we're here,
Yeah,
We arrived
it's
at this
over.
point.
it was nice while it lasted.
Y'all can have joint custody, me and Larry.
Don't leave me, Dad.
This is all the love you're getting, boy.
I ain't your daddy, boy.
2 eggs and a hug juice.
Oh, we're
Okay.
All right, so
So,
yeah, so-
all right. So,
Anything else
Ant-Man, I don't think there's anything else we need to go ahead and tack onto that. But it's once again, I think they learned how to extract us financially and be happy with it, with showing us nothing. They still showed us really nothing. They showed us a couple characters that would make it go, ooh,
Yeah.
ooh. Kang, woo!
Modoc!
Woo! You know, they show us all these characters, but it's like these little things.
Yes.
No, we still have no idea what's going on with Bill Murray. We still have no idea what's going on with that city. We still have no idea what's going on with Cassie officially.
No.
She was in jail. Didn't see that from the very first trailer.
Right. She's
know what I
following her daddy's footsteps.
Yeah, so it's and we still didn't see none of the crew like Luisa or the other guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
heard he may not even be in this movie though.
But you
huh?
showed him on the
you
cast.
did
I
show
know,
us the
but
cast.
I don't know how true it is or not. But
Eulogy.
yeah.
He's at the end. He's at the end.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna keep the podcast going, even though Scott's
Yeah, for
gone.
Hank. For Hank.
So from what
They're
He
going
can
there
give that
for
eulogy too.
so from what it
Exactly.
sounds like, boys, it sounds like it's gonna be another successful night with Marvel and with Uno's afterwards.
Who knows?
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay, fix your face, Mike.
No,
You
I
gonna
had
start-
I had a bad experience with Uno's when I went to Be More, man. Nope.
yeah. You know when
We
I
have
had
to
a bad
change-
experience with Uno's? Every single time I went to Uno's.
Nah, man, we're gonna have to
I
find a
thought-
new spot, bro. It messed me up bad.
So Larry, you and I are still gonna go.
Uno, yeah.
Fine, me and Mike
Yeah.
go somewhere else.
Okay. Fine.
Y'all can
You
eat
gotta find
Uno's. Me and George are gonna Skype you guys in, and we're gonna go to like Pizza Hut.
I'm down.
Oh God.
Oh, never mind.
No Pizza Hut. Okay.
Yo,
We'll
the
figure it
Pizza
out.
Hut by me, they redid it. It's amazing. It tastes just like 1998. I love
Pizza
it.
is
I wonder.
good.
I want.
Pizza Hut is good.
Yeah, I want to.
Yo.
It's like so good. I want to read like
I-
scholastic books. Like,
For Pizza Hut, all I need to go for is their wings. Their buffalo wings. Oh, the sauce is so good.
This podcast has been brought to you by food.
I'm hungry. I'm sorry.
We spoke menus. Now we're at Pizza Hut and Uno's.
G&T, come for the superhero hype. Stay for the food jargon.
Hey, Pizza
hey,
Hut. Or
Pizza
Uno's,
Hut.
We want to do an episode at your place, okay?
Please, please,
Yo, he straight.
please.
He straight said it tastes like 98 pizza. Like 98
does,
could,
man.
98
You know what
could
98
remind me of depression. It's
Bro,
That's like some straight
Tastes like-
cowabunga stuff. Like,
98
trust me.
pizza reminds
Cowabunga!
98 pizza reminds me of the stuff you used to get for breakfast at school.
Oh God!
Yeah.
All right. Let me rephrase it. That tastes like watching the Rugrats and when that all came out. That tastes like Nicktoons pizza.
Oh,
That's so good.
Man, all right. You redeemed yourself.
Woo! God, thank God.
oh jeez. Okay.
Anyway,
All right. We're talking about,
So speaking of redeeming yourselves, y'all watch Last of Us?
Redemption.
I like how you did
have
that.
not watched it.
I haven't either.
You
Not
remember?
yet.
You remember Thursday when we were on that awesome show, Listen 3000, because those guys are great. And we talked about it. I was like, hey guys, invest 30 minutes in it. Yeah, y'all do that?
Not yet.
y'all do
I have a
that?
life.
See how my bank account is set up? I can't invest.
Y'all paying for HBO Max?
I am.
HBO, you didn't see me not shake my head at all. Just X that.
Extra.
I'm not sharing my codes.
Yeah. What is
Anyway, so I didn't watch Last of Us.
Well, break it down for us, because like I think the biggest thing for us three, because like you didn't play the game,
I did not.
I didn't play the game,
I did
you
not
didn't
play the game.
So, do you feel like it's something that we can say, hey, I don't understand what's going on. I didn't play the first one or the second one or whatever, how many there are. Can I jump into this and be completely satisfied of where the show's at?
Yes, it actually starts off. No real big spoiler here, but it starts off. There's like a 5-minute intro where they have these two scientists on a talk show, and I think it's like 1971, and they're talking about global warming and viruses being able to take over the world. And the one scientist says, like, well, viruses aren't what you have to worry about. It's fungus. There's this fungus where it can control ants and mind control ants. And if the temperature were to get, or the Earth were to get a couple more degrees hotter and warmer, maybe this fungus could spread. And like everyone in the audience is like, and then the host is like, well, what would happen? And the scientist is like, well, we'd lose. And then it stops, and it goes to, I think, 2013, and you start with Joel and his daughter.
Okay.
And you guys into Walking Dead at all?
I watched it.
It's not. It can kind of be like Walking Dead, but it's where Walking Dead was about humanity losing its way, and as abroad, and there was a lot of gore. Last of Us isn't about gore. It is really about Joel finding his humanity again.
Somebody reminded me, or I was talking to somebody, and they were saying that it reminded us of like World War Z, like kind of like that.
Yeah.
Remember that movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that movie. Yeah.
Like somebody told me, like if you were okay with that movie, because World War Z wasn't too gory. Either.
No.
It was just more so like zombie apocalypse, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
But like you said, it wasn't gory. At
Yeah,
all.
no, there's like no face ripping off or anything in this show. In fact, they're not even the clickers is what they're called. They're not even dead. The fungus keeps them alive, so they don't like deteriorate. What they
Okay.
do is they grow these weird helmets, and
Okay.
but it was very exciting. As I said before, the show director is this guy Craig Mazin, who was in charge of the sequel to what's the one with Zach Galifianakis and The Hangover, and he did that, and he did like a scary movie sequel, but then he did the Chernobyl series on HBO.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Yeah,
And that is absolutely phenomenal. Like, you think like Batman vs Superman is dour and like low, Chernobyl's real, and it's more depressing. And just he's in charge of it, and he's bringing some of his techniques from that, and I highly recommend both.
Is this like once a week episodes?
I believe so. I think
Okay.
they come out on. I didn't check today, but I believe it's Sundays.
All right, so
So how many episodes are they in now?
8? Oh, I think there's like 8 or 10 total.
Right,
that
but
was first one was the only one that dropped the other day.
Yeah.
oh,
and
so
let-
it's only
and let-
so it's only one.
Yeah.
Well, and then tonight's the other one.
So the first one is like, it's like 80 minutes long. It's really long,
Okay.
but it's worth it. And it's broken into like a clear, like, here's the beginning of what happens. Something happens, and then it goes on from there.
Okay.
That's why I said, like, just invest like 30 minutes.
So, boys, next podcast, are we gonna have somebody else watch it?
I'm going to watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it.
I mean, it's not that
Y'all
I
heard
didn't
it.
wanna
Y'all
watch
heard it. They're going to watch it.
It's
We're
not
gonna
that I
watch it.
didn't
We're
want to
gonna
watch
watch
it.
it.
I just
Let's
didn't
go
have
watch
the time. You know, there's like
Right.
a lot of stuff going on. But
But-
I mean, I've heard good things.
Mhm.
I didn't hear any bad, negative stuff. So like, I'm still gonna, I'm gonna look into it.
Well, so far I heard that the show is better than the second game. I heard the second game was trash. But,
Oh boy.
This is gonna.
I didn't play the second game.
See?
I know what people had a beef with.
yes,
And
yeah, with that. With
yeah,
that
we're not
character.
gonna go.
Yeah, we're not gonna spoil it, but with that character.
Oh boy.
The things that happen in the beginning of the first game, I think are as shocking of the big things that happen in the second game. I didn't play it, but like I said, I know what happens.
Okay, gotcha. All right, cool.
You know what the funny thing is? I know what they're talking about too. I watched gameplay. I watched like a playthrough.
But you didn't play it.
That was his way of
You
cheating. of
Spark
playing
Notes
it.
a video game.
yeah.
Yeah, he really did.
But you know what? In all honesty, it's so close to the video game.
That's what I've been
like
told, too.
the game is so cinematic to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's no like Hideo Kojima thing where they're talking for 40 minutes, but but it's still very cinematic. It's it was it Naughty Dog with like what do they do? Uncharted.
Yes.
Yes. But it's still very cinematic. You can just use that as your basis, and they expand on a lot of things. The relationship between Joel and his daughter, for one thing, is kind of fleshed out. Whereas before it's like a 10 or 15 minute thing. Now they flesh it out pretty far, and
Yeah, because now you can get more details.
Exactly.
And you got to do the Hollywood thing. You know,
But
what I mean? It's got to feel like a TV show. It can't just
there's
feel like
still
an adaptation.
there's a lot of things that are like, here's what it looked like in the game, and here's what it looked like in the show, and it's like one for one.
I did see that actually. It was
Yeah.
really cool because they had the one scene where they were in the game and the little girl and Pedro Pascal's character in the game were having a conversation. It was like line for line.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it was literally line for line.
and oh man, Pedro Pascal is so good at it.
He's just good in general, man. That guy is just like he's up here now. He's
Like,
hit-
can
he's
he
hit it.
like? Can I like rewind it and I can go back to being a kid and he can just like take me across the galaxy or off like the safe zone? Like, have him. He's like the ultimate babysitter.
This conversation got weird.
It did.
Take me, Pedro. Take me.
Take me.
You know what? Never mind. Watch the dang show.
Take me through the stars.
You want to
Take
go
me
riding
to
in
the
the Naboo fighter?
I mean, I would, but not with Pedro. That's a little weird. I mean, if you haven't noticed, Grogu's sitting on his lap.
Yeah, but he's also in the he's up in the little top too. You made it weird.
That's George for you.
So that's what I do.
We were talking about Mike. Stop. Now it's George. Stop.
George, continue. This is fun. Oh man.
Okay, so are you done cussing us out for Last of Us? Because
No,
he was ready. Like he was ready to
listen.
like give it to us. Like it was just like
He's saving it for next episode so that if we don't watch it, he just goes double.
Yeah. If you don't watch it, I'm totally spoiling it next time.
All right, fine. Fair enough.
We ain't scared.
Bring
We
it, Mike.
ain't scared, punk.
Because guess what? I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, how about
tonight.
that? And he's really fussing us out for one episode. It's like one episode.
So we gotta talk about it.
It's not like it's like 3 episodes.
gotta
It's like,
admit,
yo,
though,
I'm like really behind.
it's-
Wait, when
80
did you watch
minutes.
Andor?
Oh shoot! Here we go. At the end of the season.
How about this? Because of the episode that you recommended, I didn't want to watch the rest of it.
How about that? That was rough.
I actually
man.
preferred that episode though. The eye episode was really good. So I don't know what you're watching.
That was
The eye is great.
The eye was great.
no, it wasn't. All right, it was good. It wasn't great. It was decent.
You know why
But
it
it was just like
great?
I had to.
You know why it was great, Larry? Because we watched it from the beginning.
Man, whatever. Like what? Like whatever. It's like the look. There's some people that like lemonade. Some people prefer iced tea. Y'all lemonade guys. I prefer my iced tea.
I prefer iced tea. I watch
I'm
Candy
doing
Store.
it.
You can keep your iced tea.
I want my iced tea with lemon. What? Double trouble.
Whoa, the Arnold Palmer.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, I prefer iced tea too, but I watched Andor.
When I thought I had someone with me, and
He thought he had one, when it was truly none.
I had none seen. Okay, so now that we're done with The Last of Us, was that the last of it?
Let's move on.
Okay.
People
I
on
can see the
podcast
vein.
land
I can see
can't
the
see me
vein.
waving you off.
I think
It's happening.
I think the smoke's coming out of his ears a little bit.
Yes,
I'm over it.
just-
Let's see what
We'll
happens
watch,
next
Mike.
time.
I can promise you, we will watch it.
I will watch
Hey,
it, Mike.
Look,
I
I'm
will.
not the one missing out
We
on
can
it.
watch it together.
I'm just missing out talking about
Oh,
it.
look at us.
you hear him just
You know
fuming?
that's on video.
Yes, you know.
Anyway, this is
Crickets.
Yeah.
Where's the crickets?
that just
cut that out the video.
oh, he's going down.
No.
All right. All right. Okay, so here's the episode of something that I did watch.
When it came out 2 years ago.
Hold on. Are we going to go?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about a trailer.
Oh,
So
okay.
technically, he did watch it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did
when it
watch
came out like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. That was the last season.
Oh, we're talking about the trailer.
Yeah, but I'm saying he watched Mandalorian. He's caught up with Mandalorian.
He messed up the whole layup.
Okay. We got.
He's leaving
Hey,
again.
Hey!
It's not a magic trick until you bring him back. Kev, can you please come back?
Kevin, come
You
back.
can blame it all on George.
He was wrong.
I do that all the time.
The best part is I saw that comment, so I'm like,
Okay.
yeah.
Mando. We're
Mando.
talking some Mando.
Let's go. Season 3, baby.
Season 3. Okay. Kev. I got everybody else's hypeness from this trailer
Yes.
except you.
Me?
You was kind of subdued and on to the corner. Didn't even comment on text messages when we was talking about it. So, Kev, how do you feel about the trailer?
This is the way.
That's what you got?
And
All that for that?
all that extra
I dug it.
movement. You dug it?
I dug it.
Well, you can bury it again.
Listen, no, I'm excited for this season. I love Mandalorian. I have shirts. I have merchandise. I love Mandalorian. Yes, I did not give you guys excitement because maybe I wasn't paying attention to what you guys were talking about because there's a lot of good.
I know. I was
My
sleeping.
phone goes off 50 times in like less than an hour every day, and I'm just like, I know it's them, so I'm just mute that for a second.
Wow.
Because I'm at work or I'm just busy, and I'm just like, I know what they're talking about. I'm gonna talk about it in the podcast.
Wow. We're second rate.
the
Terrible.
truth finally comes out.
Take that hat off.
Take this thing.
Yeah, we got merch now.
Merch! Hey! Yeah, we did that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's not worthy of the merch right now.
You're not worthy.
I am the co-founder of this. I am worthy.
All right, whatever. All right. But yeah, no. Mando, man.
Yeah, it's,
Mando.
look,
Like this is what I've been waiting for the longest. We got the Mando season 2.5 and Book of Boba, and that was a tease.
yeah.
That was about a year ago.
Yeah.
Golly, what's it about a year
It
ago?
was. It was around this time Boba was coming out.
That's right.
So we
Wow.
finally are. It's a year later. We're finally getting Mando. We're getting Grogu. We're getting just the cast is back, baby.
Yeah, it technically was a year because the Book of Boba Fett literally went from Book of Boba Fett to Mandalorian, 2.5.
It really was. It really was. It was season 2.5, and then I'm like, oh, this is Book of Boba. I'm not getting any Jedi, and who the heck pops up? Luke and Grogu, like,
And Ahsoka.
and then Ahsoka, like, totally unexpected. Totally loved it though.
Yeah.
I'm not even mad that it came out because it was kind of like a, hey, I don't have to worry about seeing Boba in the Bacta tank for another episode. Like,
Yeah, they got remembering something else.
Let's
Like,
get back to.
yeah, and then I mean, the show was just a tie-in, and you know what? Listen, from the rumors that I've heard about what Dave Filoni and Disney are trying to do, to combine the worlds together, that was kind of a big tease for that too.
Yeah.
Because how many times have we heard, hey, they're gonna get a big Endgame style movie or TV show for the Star Wars universe now? So that was a nice tie. I mean, I would have never thought to see Boba and Mando and Grogu and Luke and all in an episode or season.
And Grogu and Mando are new characters. It's not like we saw them before in a comic or anything.
No.
These are brand new characters that no one knew about until they
and
came
then
out.
and then we got like Black Chrysanthemum in the episode. Like that was crazy fun. So I'm really excited to see who we're gonna get this time. I mean, we have the rumors Sabine Wren, which there's rumors that she was in the trailer and we didn't notice it. She had in the trailer there was a girl with the pink helmet in the background, but it was so gray shaded. It was pink though.
Ooh.
But she didn't wear, like, you know how she had the jumpsuit where it was all colorful?
Yeah.
It looked a little bit more rugged and stuff like that, like she was actually traveling. But the headset was still pink. Like it was like a tint. It was really, really cool. So I was like,
Let's go.
and she was shooting somebody down, which is like,
Yeah, let's go.
Sabine, get the girl.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the over/under again. You think Boba Fett shows up?
Ooh.
Yeah.
He's a foundling.
Yeah.
I don't think you.
Well,
I
I mean,
don't think he shows up.
I wouldn't say he's a
I
foundling.
don't think he will.
Do you think he's like riding around with Mando?
No.
Well, no, I guess he's on Tatooine.
Yeah, the
He's
thing is, like,
doing his own thing.
He's the man on Tatooine.
Yeah.
Right now. He's
Maybe
the
in that
dude
last episode, maybe he asked for his help because
Yes.
Mando did help him.
Yes.
But
I mean, they're really big on
but
that.
I can't see that. Maybe they'll save that for a rainy day.
Now I can definitely see like something happens. For example, I think it has everything to do with the Black Sword.
Black Saber.
The Black Saber.
Dark Saber.
Dark Saber. Forgive me, Star Wars guys. Please forgive me for that. Old manness. But the I think everything is going to go down when it comes to Saber, and it's going to be Mando's clan versus
Bo-Katan.
Bo-Katan. And I can see it
Oh,
like, all right,
God.
because you already know, that Bo-Katan's crew don't like Boba. Girl, you already seen that.
No.
You already seen that in Mando's.
So basically, what you're
So-
saying is, you brought this up how we were looking at Avengers Endgame type of vibe with all these characters.
It's more like Civil War.
So this is going to be the Civil War of the Star Wars saga.
But you got to think, too, we're not even talking about Mando's clan because we also have the Armorer. The Armorer has her own clan.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And we still don't know who she is. And I have a feeling I have an idea who she is now.
Ooh, spell.
Ooh.
So
Is that something you want to give up or?
no, not yet. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, you tease.
I'm waiting for the just a little bit more details
confirmation.
before I actually kind of say who it is. But I really think I know who it is.
Like a character that we all know?
from Rebel or from a Clone Wars
Ooh.
during when Darth Maul was in reign over Mandalore. You think you know who it is? Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
It just hit me.
Yeah, because when you think about it, when Darth Maul was in charge of Mandalore, his Death Troopers or whatever they were, they had to change their uniforms, and they changed it to the horns on their heads. Yes. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
What does the armorer have on her head? She has
horns.
still.
Interesting.
So I have a feeling I know who it is, but like I said, I'm waiting till I get some more confirmation and more details on who it is. But I really think that she is from Death Watch.
Good catch.
Wow.
Listen,
Wow,
Star Wars
I
is
would-
my stuff, bro. Like I am,
I saw
especially
the-
the newer stuff. I'm just like,
Listen,
yeah.
I watched that entire series, and that completely went through my
But
head.
now it makes sense, doesn't
Wow,
it?
it makes sense.
It makes
yes.
total sense. And the crazy part is, this character that I'm thinking of has a huge hate for Bo-Katan. So I feel like we're gonna get a 3-faction fight here in Mando season 3.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
All for the fight of the dark saber.
And the crazy part is they're taking it home to Mandalore, baby. We're gonna see wrecked up Mandalore. I want to see the throne room where Ahsoka kicked freaking Darth Maul off the top roof all the way back down. or before he was about to fall down.
I remember.
I want to
that.
see the destruction of that room to the details of how that episode was.
Can you imagine? To help, because
Ahsoka.
Grogu was there.
Ahsoka.
Luke can show up too.
Do
Or
we
Darth
want
Maul.
Luke to show
I
up?
don't
Does he
want
need?
I don't
does
want
Luke
Luke to show
need
up.
to show
but I'm
up?
just saying.
Or
I
Darth
don't
Maul.
No.
Good.
Didn't Obi-Wan kill him last?
No, well, he was dead. Yeah,
Wait.
he died in.
He died in Rebels.
Yeah, but didn't he?
But this might be a
Obi-Wan kill him
timeline
again?
before
No,
that.
Rebels killed like in Rebels. He killed
okay.
him
No,
in
he
Rebels.
killed-
Like he
All
did
right.
the 3 strike, doom doom, done.
Yeah.
Like
Obi
Obi Wan
was
went,
sick too.
yo,
It was
straight up
sick.
3 moves. Obi Wan was like, bro, just come at me and just.
though. No, because did you
Did you
guys-
hear the breakdown on that?
Yeah, he but breakdown. His
the
breakdown was
breakdown on
crazy.
it?
Yeah.
How he did the Qui-Gon, the Obi-Wan. No, I'm Ben.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because he used to do his like that.
Yeah.
Like how Qui-Gon used to do it. But then he changed his exact
To
form.
Ben.
He changed the. I think
And
it
then the
was
Ben,
form-
and then he
form
went to
3 or 4.
Qui-Gon, and Darth Maul knows how to beat
Right.
Jedi, who does the Qui-Gon thing. So he thought, hey, I'm going to use the same move I beat his master.
And that's when it boop boop slice in half.
Because Obi-Wan is the best defensive fighter in the Jedi history. Like he is, I'm going to let you come to me and I'm going to counter you with your own might. That's the form that he does. I forget what form it is, like 3 or 4 or something like that. Like
I can't remember
Soretsu,
the official
something?
names.
I forgot too. But it's one of those forms, and it's made for the aggressor to come towards you to then take that aggressive force and flip it on them, and then your attack is countered. It's so crazy. Like there's a whole
But what if he just finds a blaster and shoots him in the heart?
Oh, Grievous.
So
Uncivilized.
clumsy.
Blasters are so uncivilized.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, nah, Mando, man, I can't wait, bro. March 1st, man. This is
Do we know how many episodes they're going to be?
No, actually, no, I haven't gotten any of that yet.
I'm afraid to know, to be honest with you.
Is it going to be the
Because
same amount like the last 2 seasons? So probably like 14, maybe?
Was it that much?
What was that,
I
man?
believe so.
No, I don't think it's that much.
No, I don't think it was.
We do know they're going back to Tatooine though, because they see that
Yes.
that's where R5D8 comes in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we get the lady who takes the charge
Yeah,
of the ship and stuff like
Look,
that.
it-
May the force be with you.
That's the lady who dated a Jawa.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yes.
all I will remember her as because she dated a Jawa.
That lady's weird, man. But she had her own BD unit, so I don't know, maybe we gotta figure out why there's a BD unit there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
not
she
to mention
upgraded to Cal Kestis.
Oh, brother.
No more Jawas. Cal Kestis. He's got facial hair now, man. Who knows? He's a grown man.
But hey, look.
All right,
I
so
mean,
I was wrong. There was 8 episodes in the first season.
That's what I thought.
7 in the second.
If I say I
So
don't remember
anything
no
on the
14.
third yet or no?
No.
No? Damn.
Maybe a combination of both of them was around 14.
Listen,
But,
I feel like if
17.
you can get me over 10 episodes for
Think so.
Mando season 3, I'm
16.
100%.
It
But-
was 16.
At the towards
was
the,
eight.
the end of
do
season
math.
2.
It's 15. He said it was 8 in one, 7 in the other.
That's 15, bro.
It's 15.
Go back to school.
Yo, what is going on, Kev?
It's all right.
Basic math. Oh my God.
Remember, he's hungry.
Yeah, I'm hungry, man.
Right. But yeah, no, so yeah, if
But at the same time, that first season, they were all like
40
kind of
episodes.
30 minutes
16.
to the point.
They went from it was episode 8. They do it by like
Like,
they
y'all
do
ain't
it by
counting
order.
the
They
Boba
did
Fett
8
episodes.
They did 8 episodes that first season. Then they'd go like chapter 9 of season 2. That's the first episode. And then it goes down to 16.
And then the 2 Boba Fett. Look, there was a decent amount of episodes. Let's
Listen,
just hope
yeah.
they do. Hopefully 10, but hopefully they stick outside the 30 minutes and they start
I
going
mean,
45 an hour.
there were a few that kind of stuck out a couple times over 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Those were the good ones. Those are the ones I was driving into work and I'm like, yeah. As I'm driving and
I was
these
like,
two,
how the hell are you watching this?
these two be like, you already watched it? I'm like, heck yeah. And I'm over here like in my car like this, like Again, guys, we don't condone any of that.
Do not
No,
condone
just
driving
saying.
or watching the Star Wars show at the same time.
But when you a diehard, you won't die hard.
I woke up at like real early for Andor, Larry.
He's gonna crash.
I was up at
He'd be
like
laying
3:30 in the
with
morning.
Star Wars in his hand.
That's because you have to be at work at like 4:30 in the morning, Mike.
Nah, I gotta be there at 6
Wow.
Why you up at 3:30 in the? Okay.
because I got a decent drive. It's like 30 minutes.
30 minutes and you're up at
That's-
3?
Well, I gotta watch the Star Wars.
Okay, no. Die hard for the die hard. There you go. He knows.
Nah,
he knows.
I wait till I get home.
Bro, there were nights that I would get home from work super late and I'd be off the next day and they'd be like, "Oh, I know this drops at 3 a.m. Guess what? I'm watching it." Like I would be there. It would be, and you know what's crazy? I got to the point where I would watch it so early that I knew that it actually would start 5 minutes before 3 o'clock. So I'm at 2:55 in the morning. I'm already like,
You win.
That is pretty.
You win.
That's pretty sad.
no, it's not.
You're like, oh, I know 5 minutes, so I could get there early.
How do you think that happened when I did the movies for the Doctor Strange tickets?
How do you think I did with the No Way Home tickets?
See, so not so sad anymore, Kevin.
Yeah, but I was also. It also came out like at midnight, and I waited till like 1 a.m. You wait till like 3.
No. Oh well, I mean it's fine.
Why we're reliving tickets?
So we're about to get these Quantum Mania tickets.
Yeah, who's gonna be in charge of that?
I'll get them.
Thanks.
Okay,
We'll talk
thank
about
you.
that later.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
another conversation.
But yeah, all right. So Mando, yeah. How you guys feeling?
Lar?
I took that one over. I'm sorry.
Go for it. Our nice like
Last of Us, so-
45-second trailer, and we turned it into 10 minutes.
Bro, I can make that longer. Don't
Yeah,
play
yeah.
with me. I can dissect it way more.
Oh, that's the other thing I want to talk about. So there's a scene where they show like Order 66.
Yes.
Is that clone troopers behind that door, or is that Anakin?
Because there is a rumor, and I'm
for it.
in episode 3 when Obi-Wan's looking back at the hologram of him killing the Jedi with that scene right there
scene, yep.
of him
Oh,
killing
with the
the
one
Jedi.
they cut out of the movie.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Now here's a funny part too. So
Oh.
there's
Yeah.
Of Anakin
Was it the
killing the Jedi.
librarian he takes out, stabs through the throat or something?
Think so.
Costa New.
Wow.
Costa New.
So it could be that one.
I mean, listen, so the guy with the long hair actually is from what I was. There was a theory thing on YouTube. The guy with the long hair is the Jedi Master who's there to train you on lightsaber, like hand
Combat. Yes.
Yeah, he's the guy up front on that front left side.
Yes. Yeah, he was in
That's
the.
gonna be if Anakin's at that door
Oh,
and he's
man.
the person who's gonna fight. That is the master lightsaber combat guy.
I believe he was in the episode 3 video game too. You had to when you're
You have to
playing
go
as Darth
in.
Vader, you have to kill him.
Well, now you're gonna see it in live action, bro.
Let's go.
Live action, and that's definitely got to be like Anakin coming through because there was a thing where people were talking about like remember in episode 1 where Qui-Gon when he was going ahead and like
Right on the ship, the first thing.
Right.
and it was melting it.
Yeah.
That's what's happening on that door.
That's exactly what made me think of it.
yeah. So I'm like, that's the lightsaber wielder, and the only one that was there at that point was Anakin, or somebody else, but we don't know.
All right. Yeah.
Because there can be obviously other Jedis in there, but from the outside coming in, but then that could also be somebody who's coming to get Grogu.
Mm-hmm.
We don't necessarily have.
But he
to-
ended
it
ended
doesn't
up with the
necessarily-
Empire, didn't he?
No.
Who took Grogu after
That's what we're trying to
66?
find
Trying to
out.
find
Oh,
out.
okay.
So because I have a feeling that that's what we're gonna see. We're gonna see in this season who saved Grogu and got him out of the Jedi temple. Who is it? Yo, that's the biggest question that we've had since season 1.
Yeah, because
Yes.
if let's say it is Anakin, who's gonna stop Anakin?
But here's the thing: why would Anakin take him?
Who says take?
What do you mean?
Who says Anakin takes him?
But then, but he got out of there, and he's
The man killed younglings in the movie.
But then, how did he survive?
That's
where we going.
that's what we're gonna find out,
Are we gonna
George.
get Mace Windu back with one arm?
Woo!
Let's go! I feel like that theory's gotta get thrown out the window.
I'm tired of all these
literally.
goddamn clones.
You leave me hanging, brother. Don't leave me hanging.
Literally out the window.
That was good.
Through the window.
I mean, I gave you that joke you hated before, but I loved it.
It works now. Yeah, but there's so many opportunities to see who we're gonna get in this.
What if it's Jexter Dexter, the guy who's in charge of the restaurant outside of the temple?
Oh my god.
Dex? Really? Dex? Oh yeah, hey Obi-Wan.
That's terrible.
Hey, don't mind me, guys. I'm coming to get the youngling.
Got 4 lightsabers.
He actually winds up being like Pong Crow from like the Rebels or from Clone Wars. Yeah, I'm Pong Crow. Wait, no, you're Dex, bro. Like, nah, bro, I lost weight.
Larry, what's going on over there?
Episode 2.
Larry, what's going on over there, buddy?
No, I'm sitting here thinking.
He's tinking.
Well,
Like, what would
Because-
you order at his restaurant? I don't know. Is there space eggs?
I don't want
Green
to order
eggs.
none from.
Can I get some space French toast?
Space toast?
Yeah.
It just floats.
Get some blue milk with my breakfast.
Oh, delicious.
So, Larry, what were you thinking?
Yeah, you're thinking hard, bro, because you were like
Well,
quiet.
because I'm really kind of considering like who would be the one that will be brave enough to be able to scoop up Grogu and take him to safety somewhere.
Maybe what? I have a feeling. What if it's one of those Jedi that we see in that trailer that pushes him out and something
What if it's
right
not-
before he dies? And
What if here's my weird I'm thinking. What if it's not a Jedi at all?
ooh, you're thinking like a clone?
Yes. Like a Rex or
Well, Rex wasn't there.
I know. I'm just saying. Like
They're
but-
saying
Sorry,
like
I had to put you in that place real quick.
no,
Like,
no. Because
What if
like,
it's Hunter?
like somebody who wasn't affected with the chip in their head.
exactly.
But you got to think anybody that was at the Jedi Temple was part of the 501st, and they were the ones who were like, they were all chipped. Like there wasn't any except Fives, and Fives wound up getting that, and he died. And then the only other person that got it taken out at that point was Rex.
So it has to be a Jedi.
Same thing. Here we
But
go.
that's what I'm saying. It could be one of those Jedi that we see in that trailer, right? Let's
Or-
just say they pick him up, they place him in like some type of room or cell or escape pod or something, and then once they get him out, Anakin kills him.
Mandalorian.
They could do that. They probably will.
A lot of the big things have been straight amazing fan service. And what would be the really big fan service they have left? It's Mace Windu.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
he's the only person that would know of him because you got to remember, Yoda's species was very, very rare, and there was only a select few people that knew about him. You know what I mean?
Let's just say you got Yaddle and Yoda in the same temple. What do you think happened?
No. And that would that make sense though, because technically she was killed in the
It was episode
first
one
after episode 1. If
Yeah.
you watch the
Yeah, because that's
Right,
when he
right.
started losing it.
Yeah, so I mean, it could be valid because technically, when we wound up seeing Grogu in Mando season 1, he was already 50 years old.
Right.
So he could have been. No, it wouldn't have worked.
I think that Windu is just about the biggest fan service they could do for
And
it.
that's the thing. So, like, do we want to follow the fan service for this, or do we want an actual legitimate story? Like, what
I
if it's
personally I'd rather have a story.
like I don't want it to be Mace, to be
No.
quite honest with you. And listen, and there was a video of Tamura Morrison talking about he wants to have a face off between Boba and Mace Windu again. So
Yeah.
if it is Mace, then obviously that's setting that up too. But like I don't really want it to be Mace.
No, and look, and thinking about if it was Mace, would Mace be the one to grab a youngling and run, or would Mace be the one to go, "Oh, that's Anakin behind that wall. Oh, I'm going after Anakin."
Mace is one-handed, very injured. And you know who else did the same exact thing? Turned tail and ran? Yoda.
And the crazy part was Yoda actually had all his limbs.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Come on, man.
My man hobbled around, but it was because he only couldn't hobble around. Mace is gonna be like, oof, come here.
It's only a flesh wound.
You a bad mother. But I mean, listen. I mean, the anticipation for what's gonna happen. I mean, obviously, we're not getting that episode right away.
Oh yeah, God
You know what I
no.
mean? That's gonna be Dave Filoni's story, because I think that's the episode he's doing. And that always happens midway through the season.
Family, we may not get this answer for like another 2 years.
No,
That'll make it so
No.
bad.
No, if they
Yeah,
push us
they
off,
could.
bro, if they push us off one more time, I'm
And we're
done.
still going to be here. Yeah, right.
I'm not.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no, I need it, man.
I know, and that's why it
Because
can literally be a couple more years.
Because they keep teasing us with these, you know,
What ifs and
like
how
the
ifs
flashbacks with Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting in the Obi-Wan series. Like that was really dope.
it really was.
And the symbolism to that episode was really cool. Like, all right, yeah, he trained him to combat a certain way and so on and so forth. And then you get the stuff from like Ahsoka getting trained by Anakin in that little 5-minute thing.
Right.
Like you see that. So like, there's so many cool things from
That
those.
was awesome. by
I
the
love
way,
that,
too.
man.
That was
the fact
awesome.
that she was able to fight off all of those clone troopers because Anakin taught her. He didn't wimp out and say, "Oh, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna get shot by the little blaster droid."
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm gonna get real clones, and they're gonna be all around you, and they're gonna stun you, and you gotta wake up every time and do it again. There was no, oh my god, dude, that was so cool,
yeah, it was.
bro. That showed
was.
what kind of a like genius Annie was. Like he was a genius.
Andy, you's a genius.
Oh, you shoot Ahsoka with a blaster. Oh, she's alive.
Oh, do it again, Andy.
I was going to join
That
you
was
now,
really
so-
good.
Thank you.
That was really good.
My personality is Jar Jar Binks.
That's not something you brag about.
I know. Why do you think people hate me?
Who that means I hate you?
means I say I hate you.
Oh man.
Okay. Well, it's funny. We got all this off of the anticipation of what a 1 minute and like 47 second long trailer has done for us.
Did we just talk about that longer than Ant-Man?
I really
think we
think we
did.
did.
Sorry, I did all the talking. I'm gonna shut up.
Because you was excited about
Bro,
it, man.
I'm so excited. Like you can't. Yeah, man.
Because-
I think I watched that trailer like 4 or 5 times.
Dude, 'cause I really think, and which is, I think, one of the amazing things about our excitement is that we see what the next steps are with Star Wars, knowing that Ahsoka is coming.
Yeah, man.
And it's like that's going to be the continuation of the story from Rebels that we're all interested in,
That I've
and
been
we're
waiting
looking
for
to
for
see
years.
forever.
Like, when
but we
was the
get to
last season of Rebels, man? Like that was like 2013, 14?
Yeah, it was a long time.
Maybe a little.
And-
Kev, yep, Google.
And what make it so
It's funny when you just look at me. You're like,
yeah, you Google man. But it's like everything we kind of want is, it's
finally
starting
happening.
to kind of line itself up. And we know that Mando's story is like Mando is the heart to everything right now.
Which is
So
the final episode was in 2018.
2018.
18.
Wow.
That's actually not as long as I thought.
You know what I was? Yeah, no.
They started up in 2014. The first episode was
They
2014.
did.
Okay.
Okay, you're right.
I say
Still,
that's
that's
actually
still,
not
like-
as long as it's not that
still
far away.
2018
But
to
yeah,
2023. That's 5 years, man.
yeah, 5 years.
That's a long time.
But it's no, but we see everything like right in front of us right now, and it's like they got the heart going, and they know where they know where the bread is buttered, and that has everything to do when it comes to Grogu.
Shut up. Stop. I see that. Stop.
Dirty minds.
No, I just
That's just a weird
I was
thing.
hungry now. You
is-
said
That's
bread
bunch
and
of
butter. I
BS.
was like,
No, you were not.
I was.
Stop it.
That's Grogu again. Good. Food, but no, it's like they know where the money is, and right now the money is with Grogu, and with Mando, and like, could we even have a show without Grogu with Mando?
Can we have a
right now?
universe without
We
Grogu?
we love Mando so much that we actually could, but man, they're just so awesome together though.
yeah.
Yo,
Man.
Grogu was a huge gamble. Look how secret they kept him.
Yeah.
There was no merchandise
Nothing.
until almost the season was over.
Yeah,
Yeah. I don't think they were expecting him to be as big as he was because once they revealed that Grogu was a character, it
I
blew
think
up.
I think they knew what they had, and that's why they were like, "We're not putting anything out." Period.
The only thing that was surprising to me was that George Lucas allowed them to make another Yoda-like species character, because he was very adamant that Yoda was the last, and we will not find out about anything about his upbringing or whatever. Not that I'm saying that we're gonna find that out in this universe.
Still
now.
don't think we're going to.
I think it's still gonna be a blur, but like the fact that we have another character, like, and it's a great character. Like, we're gonna see. This is kind of almost giving me the idea of what it was like for Yoda when he was starting out. You know what I mean? We're
Right.
seeing that because we haven't seen that yet. Through the whole like, what's the new
Tales
era?
of the Jedi.
No, not even Tales of the Jedi. They have what's the new stuff that they're throwing out now? I forgot the name of it. The High Republic.
Oh, okay.
So that was like, when Yoda was in his prime, but we never still see before the prime. You know what I'm saying? And I think we're seeing that through Grogu's story. You know what I mean? The story of him being as strong as he is, trying to find the Force, trying to find out who he is. You know what I mean? I feel like that's Yoda's story in a different person because we're not going to go that far back. You got to think Yoda's 1,000 years old. We're not going to go that far back. You know how far that is? That's a lot of stuff. So I feel it's a nice little touch.
But it's funny because even though we'll never be able to really see it, but chances are Grogu can actually become a whole lot stronger than Yoda because actually Yoda didn't go through as much trauma and stuff that Grogu went through. So anytime you go through trauma is either going to break you or is going to sharpen you up even more to become stronger than what you ever thought that is possible. And I don't think that Yoda's story we'll never heard anything about Yoda having a rough time growing up into the Force.
Right.
We just know that he's a master and he mastered a whole bunch of stuff. But I don't remember hearing any kind of trial and tribulations that he went through. But Grogu clearly went through a whole lot of strife and stuff for him to be where he was. So I think when we're going to see him adult wise, now granted they're going to have to majorly fast forward his story like 500 years and like he's this, but like we could see him being like absolutely crazy.
And the crazy part is he's not going to be held back by the Jedi rules.
No.
Right.
He's going to be able to love. He's going to be able to have a family. He's going to be able to have all these things that everyone would say before is, what's the famous Yoda line?
Adventure, excitement, a Jedi craze, not these things.
It's something else. It's like,
Do or do
anger
not.
needs to...
Anger leads to hate. Or, hold on. Anger
leads to hate.
Hate leads to...
suffering. But there's more before that.
No.
There's like, there's more to that. There's like four...
Anger leads to hate.
Hate leads to suffering. But
no, hate leads to...
Hate leads to anger.
No, fear.
Fear.
There we go, fear.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. But the good thing is now, Grogu is going to learn fear. But he's going to be able to also learn that fear will make him stronger because he's got people around him.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a downward spiral. It's going to be more of a building block for me. Is how I'm looking at it. Because he's going to be learning the Mando Creed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Speaking of that, did y'all notice he's got the Beskar armor on?
Yes! yes.
He's got the chainmail on.
Yep. I'm excited.
He's safe. He's a little baby.
I just need him to bring out a lightsaber with the Beskar armor on.
How long?
Could you imagine?
How long do you think he stays up in that little cockpit on the back of the ship before like Mando's like, I'm just gonna bring you up front because I'm lonely?
I think we saw that in the trailer.
At one point.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like
Episode 1.
The end of episode
He's
1.
like, nobody's here pushing buttons. Get over here, bro.
Kid, come on up here.
Pretty much.
He probably made a pathway for him to just crawl through.
Well, he has to probably watch him to make sure he doesn't hit buttons and he start playing music.
Yeah.
That'd be me. I would do that.
That one thing he had.
Him taking away another ball off her handle or something.
Yeah, exactly. And then the freaking thing crashes.
What'd you do?
No.
No.
Oh man, that was a long segment on Mando.
Yeah,
Long
shocker.
Mando segment.
Shocker.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
so that means that we got to talk about Bad Batch real quick.
Bad Batch, baby.
Because we're bad badges.
Woo! He said it, not me. All right.
Let's go. Woohoo!
Let's go.
Real quick. Real quick. Out of the four of us, who do you think would be who in the Bad Batch?
Out of like the bad, or Clone Force 99.
Yeah, out of us four.
Can I be Tech?
Yes, technically, yes.
Or Echo.
No,
Nah,
I can't do
he's
Echo's
Tech.
voice. I'm doing Echo's voice pretty well right now. It's pretty nice.
Actually, Hunter.
Why?
Why Hunter?
I don't know. He just reminds me of Hunter.
All right. I can identify some trees and get us through the woods if you need me to.
There you go.
He has a freaking tank.
Yeah, he's got
He
that.
literally. Everybody. Mike actually.
Let's not talk about the tank.
Okay.
That's another
That's
story.
classified information. bud.
Long story.
That's legal litigation.
That's classified
That's held up in
information.
the courts. So let's not talk about that.
His family owns a tank. I think that's safe enough to say.
I can be Hunter.
I'm trying to think now.
The lady in the other room, maybe she can be Omega.
London's Omega.
London is
sleeping.
She got her headphones on.
All right, so now we got the real question. Kevin and Larry, which one of y'all are Wrecker?
Yeah, of course it's going to be the black guy. It's going to be the.
Whoa!
I'm sorry. Wrecker!
No.
No.
No, you know what?
Fine, it's
No,
me.
no. Wrecker.
Wrecker?
I can see it.
You can see Kevin's Wrecker?
I can see it. Because Wrecker is a big, cuddly person. Like, Wrecker is not a bad guy.
All right, let's just not talk about the main problem of why I'm Wrecker.
Wait, why?
Why?
because Wrecker's not exactly the smartest person in the room.
No, I wasn't
No,
going
it's not
there.
like
Well, we
you.
really wasn't
You
going
don't
that
have-
route.
Yeah, you were. Stop lying to yourselves.
No,
Stop
because
it.
Larry volunteered to be Wrecker.
He definitely did, but I still think that I see you as Wrecker, because he's a funny how do you call
That
it?
leaves you with crosshairs.
Or no, Echo.
Wait, I thought you said I was Echo.
You're tech.
I thought that's where I was. I said Tech, and he was like, "No,
We
I'm
said
Echo."
because we're
There's-
not listening to him. Remember, he's
All right. Larry's
remember he's
on.
Wrecker. That's a smart one. He don't listen to him.
You set yourself up for that. We were not thinking about it like
I
that.
wasn't at all. But darn it, we're going to use it now.
Larry
done
is.
did it, boy.
It's obvious. It's so obvious. Larry is Sid.
Whoa!
Oh.
Because he's wearing the green eagle sweater right now.
See, that works
Oh.
too. I just can't remember the other ones.
Green, just like his hoodie. We're floating.
So now I'm Sid.
That first episode.
First episode.
Count Dooku. Woo!
Woo! Count Dooku reference. Woo!
That episode. First of all, we got Count Dooku's palace.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
like that was great. I didn't even think to see. Like I would.
Yo, I didn't know he was that rich.
What? He was
Yes.
born.
Like,
in-
like,
So
like,
his
you know how
family's
you
royalty
hear
on
the rich,
Serrano.
right? But you hear someone's rich,
so
and then you
so
see the
like
money.
Well,
Count Dooku was born into like a super privileged family,
Yeah. Right.
and then he started showing like force abilities, and his dad was like, "Get that freak out of here."
Yeah. Yeah, his story is really kind of jacked up because he was kind of disowned from his family because he was a force sensitive.
And then he went back for his sister or something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, you're talking about the EU stuff. You're
They
going
kill his
back.
family.
yeah.
Yeah, You're
Did,
going back there.
did he get rid of the family? That's how he became rich.
No,
No, so
he inherited it all.
his family was rich, but he got richer during the Clone Wars because he was siphoning money from small villages and some of the stuff to pay for war efforts, and that's why in that first episode they're going after the riches because that's all siphoned goods. So now the Empire is looking at it as a cash grab,
Right.
because now you're like he had all this stuff paying for the Separatist army because that was really coming out. Well, a lot of the funding was from him. From the Separatist army and stuff like that.
Wow.
But I mean, obviously, we all know behind that who was really there, was Palpatine. But yeah, a lot of that money was siphoned from different planets and villages and so on and so forth. So a lot of that riches was doubled during the Clone Wars.
That's crazy.
Them
Yeah.
droids ain't paying for themselves.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And
True.
Palpatine he had to keep his hands out of it, so he had to find somebody who can. And it just happened to be that hey, he's a Jedi and he's super rich and he can get richer. So, and not to mention, Count Dooku was probably one of the best swords fighters ever.
Ever,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So, like, nobody's going to fight him.
And quite vicious too.
Yeah, well,
and we learned that from
Yeah.
that 30-minute show.
yeah, like,
I was actually surprised to see that like he was okay with stealing as much from other people.
considering his backstory, because he was still sensitive. You know what I mean? To like a lot of the stuff. Like when we saw in those little episodes, he was very like nervous about killing Yaddle. Like he was like, "Oh, I gotta."
Yeah, like he was still like the hero of his own story.
Exactly.
He was trying to save. He didn't like that the Jedi were doing what they were doing. He didn't think they should be.
That Qui-Gon mentality.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, in his own way, right with a
Yeah.
lot of things.
You know what's crazy? I always think
Crazy how it
about
worked, but yeah.
I always think about Qui-Gon, and I'm like, if he was alive, would he have transferred over to? Would he have seen his master move on to the dark side and followed suit because him and Dooku's mentalities and they were the same because obviously master.
That was kind of the straw that broke Dooku's back, though. Was
yeah, that is true.
him
Him
not
dying.
listening.
Him dying,
Here's the question: was what would happen to Annie if Qui-Gon was still alive?
Ooh,
That was always one of the big what ifs.
yeah.
I need Star Wars. You need a what if series. Seriously, like I need to see that.
Yeah.
Like, what if Annie wound up being like the hero of the Clone Wars, and wound up becoming master, and so on and so forth, and then he still was able to keep his family, and
He'd be unstoppable.
like he would have been able to start a trend and completely revamp the Jedi Order
Absolutely.
as the chosen one.
There
Absolutely.
is a what if. It's called Galaxies. I forget. There is a series of Marvel comics where is it Marvel? But it's like the what if Star Wars, and one of them is what if he doesn't die when he kills Palpatine? What if he lives and he comes back with a full white
I did see that.
full white Darth Vader costume?
Yeah, it looked really good.
Yeah.
So, and he almost kind of reminded me of like if Malik was, is it Malik from the what's the video games?
Old Republic.
Old Republic games. Yeah,
Oh.
Malik had the mask, but Vader had the mask and he had the all white suit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Word?
Yeah.
because they said that technically
What
when
is
they
that called?
I know what you're talking about. I forgot. I did see the concept art for it too. Yeah, it was really cool. They had like different like what ifs, and it was like Ahsoka turned to the
I
dark
got him fooled,
side,
Kevin.
or Obi-Wan. Like Obi-Wan was a Sith Lord. Obi-Wan looked dope. Obi-Wan looked like, yeah, he was
He was a
bald,
Sith Lord?
had the beard. Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
yeah. I forgot what it was called, but that looks really cool.
Jeez, can you just imagine that though?
And he
Like-
had the Vader like armor suit, but he was still had his face on there, but he was really pale, had a white beard. Looked really cool.
So Santa Claus was Darth Vader.
Well, bald Santa Claus.
Christmas always comes back to Kev.
Ho ho ho.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
It was Dark Horse, and it was called Star Wars Infinite Series.
That's what it was. Yeah, I remember the Dark Horse series. Yeah, but that stuff was crazy. Check it out. It's because the concept arts for it were really, really cool. Like it,
Wow.
it looked legit.
I can only imagine. Just the idea of like those characters just going in the opposite direction. Like no, it's like to have Obi-Wan be the Sith go against Anakin, which is
And
the
it's
master.
Burnt Anakin. So this would have been Anakin after he turned Darth Vader, and then instead of in Revenge or Return of the Jedi, instead of him dying from Palpatine's lightning, he lives through it and becomes a Jedi again.
So he finds the light side again.
Yeah, and so he's burnt. His head's already crispy looking. Well, it's pale now, but he has the suit. But instead of it being all black, it's white.
Gotcha. Well, that's from that series. I'm talking about.
Sorry.
I get that, but I'm talking about what you said. Like, what if Qui-Gon did not die?
Yeah.
What would happen to
Annie.
Anakin?
Yeah,
And Anakin would never returned.
No.
So imagine him without being, without turning to the Sith, without going through the burning and stuff like that. What would he be like?
But would he have turned? Because you know what? The Tusken Raiders still did what they did. And then he still probably would have got Padme pregnant. He still...
Well, who says he wouldn't? He still wouldn't turn to the dark side. What if he?
That's
still
what I'm
does?
saying. Like,
Yeah, because then it goes back to what we were saying about Yoda and that whole fear and anger and hate and suffering, stuff like that. So, I mean, it could be, it could be just postponed.
Right? Yeah,
That's
you're
true.
right. But you know what? It would have been a perfect thing for. Remember how we talked about in God, like probably episode like 10 or 11 of our podcast, how we talked about what we was looking for the last 3 movies to start possibly the Skywalkers, which is the gray the gray Jedi. And that would have been like Qui-Gon would have been the head of the gray Jedi. That would, because that's just him. That just reeks him.
Reeks.
Reeks.
That George
you mean when Rey and oh God, what
Don't
is
say the name.
we're fighting in Snoke's room and they were like, we can work together and it's great, and then they threw it away like 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That was great.
Bad
Yes.
Batch, bros.
That was
but, yeah.
something.
Okay.
Anyways, back to Bad Batch.
Yeah,
so we were
so-
originally
So
talking
Bad
about.
Batch. So yes.
Yeah, we
so
definitely deviated off of
wow,
As we
we went
always
real
do.
far.
As we always
so
do.
that was really cool. It looks like they got new uniforms, which I kind of dig.
that. I did see that, yeah.
It took me a little bit to like them, honestly.
Well, because they can't wear the old uniforms.
Yeah.
Because everybody would know that they're Clone Force 99.
Exactly.
And they're technically still being hunted.
No,
Like,
I
the one guy knows
get
that
it.
they're not dead.
Yeah, the not Wesker from Resident Evil.
Yeah, he knows they're not
He's gonna
dead.
get the stars
Yo,
after them.
But can we talk about how
Stars.
can we talk about how dark this series is though?
Yep.
It's so crazy. The end of the first episode, point blank, right to the other.
Me and Kevin were talking
Yeah.
on the way over, like the second, or well, it was the third
third.
episode, really.
Yeah.
Like that ain't for kids. That
No.
The third episode was my favorite out of the season so far.
What was
With
it called
Co-
again?
With,
Wasn't
with
Lone-
Cody and
wasn't Lone
Crosshair.
Clone, Solidary Clone.
The Solidary
yeah.
Soldier.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yo,
That gave me a lot of Clone Wars vibes, but a darker tone and
but
darker
it
feel.
shows you
Third
that
episode
those chips
one where it was
were
just,
starting to fail.
where it was
There.
Commander Cody and Crosshair.
Yes.
And we got Cody, but I didn't like the fact that I didn't recognize Cody at first. they had to say his name for me. Like, oh, that's Cody. Like, I was hoping he still kept the yellow armor. Like, I was like, oh,
It was
wait,
orange.
what? Whatever. You know what I mean?
I didn't know they couldn't keep it.
You know what unit he was in?
No.
Okay, shut up. 112. But anyway.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I had to put my facts in.
No, go for it, dude.
But no, yeah.
What does a TIE fighter stand for?
Oh, shut up.
Twin ion engine.
Definitely did. It was something simple. Too. I had a brain fart.
But yeah, so that first set of episodes is cool. It was nice to see that Echo is not Echo, Omega rather. She's like full on a part of the squad now. She's not just a damsel in distress.
Yeah, thank goodness.
I mean, they still treat her like a little sister. Because in that first episode, they were like,
She was going after the crab.
yeah,
people.
she's going after him, and they were like, "No, get on the ship." You know what I mean? But I mean, they're gonna look at her like that because there's a lot to her story, and her story is gonna tie into a lot more in the future when it comes to the cloning stuff. You know what I mean? And I think that's why she's so prized, and the guys know that. You know, they're gonna protect her and make sure that she's taken care of because she's the last clone ever made.
Well, wasn't she the first?
No, Omega is last.
No, Boba Fett was the
Boba
first.
was first. He's the Alpha. She's
Okay.
the Omega.
Okay. Right.
Hence the names.
That's
What was that? What just fell?
Don't worry, Larry. This isn't on video. Nobody saw that.
Wait, what was that?
I didn't break the mic. I just took a piece off.
What happened?
You broke it.
I didn't break it.
What, this
I was kind of messing with it. I was like, all right, push it back again. The thing went.
I wanted to see your. Oh, I hope you save it because I want to see your face when it happens. I didn't.
on camera then, right?
Yeah, so
It's
I'm
gonna
sure
be on
it's
a couple.
on
It's gonna
both.
be on a couple.
I
cams.
I'm sure it's on both cameras.
I'm glad your aim wouldn't have been like,
Like, God, the phone fell.
well, it's holding up today.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Okay.
Man, that
So,
was great. I just heard something. I thought something else broke.
Okay, so yeah, episode 3 was my favorite out of the season so far. It gave
And
me
it's-
Clone
it's-
Wars
it's-
vibes. I really like how dark it was, and it really gave us a little more perspective of the Empire's look of the galaxy. They want to control everything. Either you're against us or you're with us, and if you're against us, you're dead.
Well, it also shows like where they are on the food chain of how like second and third class they are. I mean, not Wesker's not making eye contact with him
Yeah.
when he's talking. He's just looking at his clipboard like,
It
okay.
became very
Yeah, he's
apparent
not
that the
important.
clones are just there for their jobs.
Mhm.
Whereas in the Clone Wars, the Jedis were like, hey, you guys are clones, but you have a life. You are your own person. You're your own being. And that's not how Palpatine wanted it to be, obviously, when he made the clones.
Right.
Or
Yes.
like when they decided to do the clone thing. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And then it was nice to see in the 4th episode when they got into the pod racing.
The pod racing thing was really cool.
Dude, I thought it was gonna be like full on pod racing.
It was like
I
half,
was getting ready to be like wizard. Like, and then we're like, okay, well, I'll take
I'm
that
like,
too.
y'all just took a whole bite out the Boonta Eve Classic, bro. Like,
Yup.
what are you doing?
Exactly,
And they're
like
shooting.
I was like, where's Saboba? Oh, he's not here.
got the
Bantha
other
Poodoo.
You got the other one though. It wasn't Saboba. It was like it was the same alien species though. He walked by and I'm like, jack off episode 1, huh? I see what you're doing. But
But it was cool seeing that.
yeah, it's nice to see that there's still some like, I guess they still keep traditions, even though the Empire is around and so on and so forth. These planets are still individually their own planets. They still have their traditions, and they're still keeping that going. And Tech in that episode was so cool because he's telling the robot, well, why don't you take the blasters off and you'll be faster? And the robot's like, well, do you want to try it? He's like, well, no, I don't know the game too well for me to do it just yet. And it's like, oh, well, then he has to do it. And then he does it and it works.
Well, that's the thing. It's nice seeing the clones have personality and what can add up to a story arc. Because not just that, who was wasn't Tech? Who was the other one in the first episode who was talking to the guy who lived in the cave and he was talking about the stuff?
It was Echo and Tech.
Echo, and
It was
he
Echo and
started
Tech.
like
It was
talking
Tech
and
and Echo.
giving him like personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, these clones have personality. Even Crosshair. Crosshair has a personality. He's just
Stubborn.
He's very stubborn. Like
30 cycles he waited through, on that thing.
Mm-hmm. And they kept him in there, and they finally got him out for a mission. Like 30 cycles is a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like,
How long is 30 cycles?
Probably 30 days.
Okay.
but he was kept to himself in that cell or that room. He was in.
Oh, I'm talking when they picked him up from
No,
the Seeking of Jakku.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
He
because they said it was like 30,
he was like, I waited
30
on
cycles.
that thing for 30 cycles.
Oh,
But I was like,
And then
hold
he-
on. They talking about like 30 days? 30. There's one to be
It
sure.
depends. I mean, because obviously,
And then
cycles
like
can change.
he put out the distress call, and like at some point
forgot about
you have
Forgot
to
about
go
that.
and get him.
Yeah.
Like, they forgot about him. I was like, oh. They probably was like, oh, he's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the thing.
Okay, let's
So
go get him.
in the episodes, we saw Cody question a lot of what's going on. And at the end of the episode, we wind up finding out that Cody does defect from the
Absolutely.
order.
You know, it's like he even, before they even went out for that mission,
He was
like
fighting-
Cody even tried to get that Isla crosshair.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, like, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
And the
Crosshair
funny
just
way
like,
of doing it. Yeah, that's how he did it. Yeah.
And the Crosshair was just like, I'm about the mission. Like,
Good soldiers follow orders.
like he was like, dang it.
But
His
All right.
mind is just in the war, and he has orders, and he's gonna follow.
I mean, listen, if you guys have ever seen ex-military, there's diehard guys who are very like, that's
Yeah.
their objective, right? They focus on it, they stick to it, nothing deviates. And then you do get the guys that kind of are like, damn, I did some really jacked up stuff, you know what I
Right.
mean? But Crosshair is not that guy. You know what I mean? And these clones have been through a lot from the beginning of the Clone Wars to the end of the Clone Wars to Order 66. They went through a lot. They may have been chipped to not feel that emotion at that point, but the after effects are still there. And this is what we're seeing. We're seeing the after effects of these clones. You know what I mean? And these are like the main clones. Cody shot down Obi-Wan, his best friend.
Yeah.
That's a hurt piece. You know what I mean? Can you imagine if Rex would have did something like that to Ahsoka and he actually did it? How much of a regret he would have?
Right.
So we're seeing that what if from Rex with Cody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's deep, man.
Because we always thought what happened with Cody after episode 3. We didn't really. There was also focus on Rex because Rex was a fan favorite, and we just forget what happened with Cody.
And you know what I'm happy that they did? Well, they didn't do. So remember when we were talking about the Obi-Wan series and everybody's so big on, oh my God, we need Rex to be in it because we want him to still be part of the Empire. Well, we find out, yeah, he's still part of the Empire, but he defected. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of theories that people were saying that the baddie of the show wasn't going to be Vader. It was going to be him fighting Rex because Rex was one of the Inquisitor troopers or whatever. But they didn't wind up being the case. And I'm glad that they didn't go that route.
Yeah.
Because now we see the human side of Cody was, hey, like I screwed up, I did something jacked up. I need to get myself back.
Now the question is, where is he going to run to?
I would love for him to go find Obi-Wan,
Ooh, that would be good.
wouldn't it?
But
I'm sorry for
Look,
what I
think,
did.
think of the state of mind Obi-Wan's in at this point.
Well, yeah, because you got to think.
He's watching Luke.
Well, Luke would probably, because you got to think we're only a year or two after the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But look how bitter he was.
Yeah, he probably would kill him. I'm sorry, we might see a Dark Obi-Wan here.
Hold on.
With a blaster.
Dark Horse Classics.
or maybe he questioned the Empire and someone got him killed.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. So
Or maybe the
there's-
Empire, something happened with the Empire and he killed him.
they're gonna look for him. This is what the next episodes are lining up for. They're gonna start looking for him. So who's he gonna look for next?
Right.
You know, are we gonna find him and Cody or Rex together again? Are they gonna meet up? Because you got to remember, Rex at this point could be going ahead and looking for other defected clones and trying to like find a safe haven. He found Wolf. He had himself. You know what I mean? He had there was another one, in Rebels. So there's an opportunity for them to see each other.
Now here's my question. So we saw that, all that happened in Rebels. Okay, we saw that. So therefore, we also saw Obi-Wan at that time kill Maul in Rebels. So actually, Obi-Wan was still going around, still helping out Luke, but he was still going around helping out the cause. So technically, he could actually find Obi-Wan.
Well, here's the thing. Obi-Wan was just still on Tatooine at that point because that was. I'm trying to think. Timelines really screwing me up.
That's what I'm
sometimes.
saying. Because you all these shows is all kind of intertwined with each other.
Because you got to think the Obi-Wan series was 6 years after everything went down.
Yeah, because Leia
'Cause
was
Leia
like
was
6.
six.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rebels actually is 5 years later than that because it was a couple years before. Because Luke was 19 in A New Hope.
Yes.
And Ezra is 3 years older than Luke.
And Leia was in that show. She was a little older.
She was a little older.
Correct.
Yeah, but if that takes place after the Obi-Wan series, then Obi-Wan's going to be chipper.
Ancient.
Mm.
Yeah. He'll be a lot more.
Yeah.
He'll be in a better.
Yeah, he'd be happier.
But
So he could actually go find Obi-Wan.
yeah, but I mean, is the Clone Wars? It's Clone Wars only like a year or two in, so it's probably not going to be like he might be still mopey Obi-Wan at that point.
Mopey Obi-Wan.
Mopey one.
So that's something for us to go ahead and think about.
Yeah,
like,
'cause
and
if you
really,
think about
really
the
consider
timeline,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
that
timeline-
timeline's so wacky.
It's not that it's wacky. It's that we were so used to just
1, 2. Thank you, Marvel. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. Hey, look at that. There's 7 coming right after.
Yeah.
coming right after 6, and
Like,
there's 8. You know,
we never
it's-
knew what happened between those 19 years. You know, and now there's stuff being filled in. You know what I mean? Because now you got to think about it. There was a funny thing that I saw the other day. Obi-Wan series happens around the same time as the Han Solo movie, and Han Solo is old in that show, and Leia is only 6 years old.
Oh.
So now we starting a case here.
He is a scruffy nerf herder.
I mean, he's no scruffy nerd herder who's going for the teenager. How about that?
Dun 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 dun.
Sound like the Alec Baldwin stories.
What? Didn't Harrison Ford marry like Calista Flockhart, and wasn't she like 20 years younger than him?
Oh man, he does it in real life and in movies.
Yo.
Okay? Harrison, you dog.
and he can get wherever he wants.
Harrison Ford, man. He's
Harrison.
a goat.
So where do we think the season goes towards then?
It's hard to tell.
I don't know.
I really don't know either.
I have heard that they're already talking about season 3.
Oh hell yeah.
So it's nice that they're going to continue it.
It's because that Clone Wars animation was so nice, man. Like I actually preferred a lot of the Clone Wars cartoons after. If they made it into a live action thing, I would have been for it. But if we're getting in a TV show in a cartoon form, like it takes dark things, it doesn't make it as dark, so kids can watch it. You know what I mean?
Watch.
Because that first episode when he shot him in the back of the head like that, I was kind of dark. I was like, oh dang. I'm glad they didn't show it, but you know the motion. My man pulled out the blaster. He's walking away, shoots him in the back. That was kind of dark, man. But it's hard to tell. But I think a lot of it's gonna be based on Omega and her story. And you know, do we find the Kaminoans again? Do we tie into Mando season 1 when they were doing the guy who was the cloner?
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
Ooh.
But
You know what I mean? Like,
Because it has to be some kind of connection when why they want Grogu so bad
yeah,
with Omega.
yeah. And I
Like
think
it
it
has to be
has
some
to,
kind of connection.
And then does that lead into like the cloning of Palpatine for episode whatever that was that I didn't
Episode-
see?
yeah, episode blah.
9.
Blah.
Bleh.
But
the ones that
that's
want
what I'm thinking.
all erased soon.
No, I don't think it is, man.
Darn it!
As much as a lot of people want it, I kind of see what they're doing with the TV shows to validate what happened in those movies. They're not going to erase it. You can't sit there and scrap an entire trilogy. You can't.
You can.
You can't.
You can.
That's that.
Go talk to James Gunn.
You
Oh!
For the win, Mikey!
Give me that. That was good.
For the win.
I can't even follow up with that. I'm just gonna shut up now and just go get up like Kev did.
I still got hope alive. Get rid of those last 3 horrible.
I still don't think so, but again, I'm stumped and I can't think of any more words.
So I guess that is to be continued with this because what is like 18 episodes?
It's
of
a long
Bad
season.
Batch?
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's
like-
And it's going to
great.
lead into Mando, isn't it? So we'll be watching Mando and Bad Batch.
At the same time, at some point,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Listen, this is the year of Star Wars. We've been talking about this for months.
Yeah,
We've been seeing the deadlines, and we've been seeing the shows and what's coming out. Like, I just saw the other day all of the lineup for Star Wars for the next year or two. Because it's amazing.
What is this shit? Is Skeleton Crew coming out this year?
You
And
literally
then
took that
Ahsoka,
right out of my
right?
brain because I'm like,
And
is that
Ahsoka
coming out
should
this
be
year?
out. They haven't just determined a date, but they're wrapped up on the filming.
What Marvel series are we getting?
We're getting Secret Invasion.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We're
Yeah,
getting-
that's right. We are getting a bunch of them.
Listen, we're
We're
getting
in-
to Marvel, but
We're getting Ironheart.
Yeah.
Loki season 2.
there's way more, obviously, because
We getting Willow season 2?
All right, bye guys.
I'm not watching another episode of Willow. I watched the first 2, and
I didn't watch any of it.
It wasn't worth it. It felt like a Disney Channel movie.
Did it?
Yeah, like the ones that you would see on Disney Channel.
Oof. Better than the Battle for Endor, where they get those made-for-TV Star Wars movies. You ever see them?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, buddy. I remember them.
Star Wars Christmas special.
You ever see like the Ewok movies?
Yeah, that was no.
Aren't you happy that I never seen them?
Yo,
You said they're not worth it.
You gotta go. You gotta
No,
do it.
I don't.
Don't
He's
you
not
want to
that
know about
guy,
Wicked?
though. He's not that fan. Like he appreciates Star Wars, but he's not Star Wars. Oh!
You remember the Ewok cartoon? Does anyone know the Ewok cartoon
I've
theme?
seen
Yeah, I
it.
do.
Ewoks today.
You know what's crazy? It's on Disney Plus. If you want to go ahead and watch it, it is. On
I
Disney
don't.
Plus.
I really, really don't.
Well, then don't do it to yourself.
If you don't watch Last of
would
Us,
you rather
gotta
watch that or
it.
you rather watch Andor?
Oh, come on. I'm going to watch Last of Us. I don't have to be forced.
Would you rather watch that or watch Andor?
Andor's sailed.
Way better, bro. Just do it to yourself. You will not read.
Pause,
Yeah.
man. I'm sorry.
This whole podcast is just taking.
Dirty minded. Taking left side.
Okay, nonetheless, we'll talk about Bad Batch some more since we have 18 episodes left.
Yes.
No, I'm
And
sorry.
there's
18 episodes in total.
There's some
We
days
have-
where 2 get dropped too.
Yeah. Yeah. So like
I think there's one that like 3 drop. Is that am I
don't know.
no?
negative.
Okay.
Sir.
So probably the next time we get together and talk, we should have another like 3 more episodes.
No, I think it's still 1 and 1 per week, and
Hold
then
on.
I think
I will look.
I think it's more so toward the end of the season that we start getting like 1 week that had 2, and then like another set of singles, and then the final 2. I think that's what it was.
I will look.
Check it, please.
I will.
Pretty sure. Like I think we were on a streak of 1s for a while.
Okay. So, so we should have 2.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should still have 2 episodes.
Should have 2.
I mean,
And,
listen.
and that's going to further driving on the storyline.
Oh, yeah,
exactly
absolutely.
what they go ahead and want.
Absolutely.
I'm wondering if they're going to once
Bring
again,
back Ernie Hudson. I wonder if they're going to bring him back too.
just pulled the rug onto you and then slid it under himself.
I hope they do. He's obviously got a
So-
history with Sid.
Hold on, we got.
So-
Let's find out.
So these next 2 weeks will be just 1 episode.
Okay,
February 8th will be 2 episodes,
that's what I thought.
but the rest of them will just be 1 episode. every week.
Okay, so
Except for the last week, we get 2.
yeah, last week we get to. So I think they're beginning, middle, end kind of thing, which is cool.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm cool with that.
Once
And
again,
then-
slow burn. We good.
Listen, this
good
is
with
a
that.
long, slow burn. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna get 18 episodes of pure content.
And I just want them to just because it looks like every episode we see, it's like y'all guys already talked about more and more character developing or
Yeah.
a character showing of each and every character. So I'm hoping for the next couple of weeks, maybe we'll have a story that dives more into Wrecker and a story that goes a little bit more into Hunter.
And if you notice too, so there's a main story going along, but they're giving you only snippets of it.
Yeah.
And then these individual episodes are just that, individual episodes. So like there's a very small amount that's trailing because there's such a long season. You have 18 episodes and you're only getting of the main story maybe 1 or 2 minutes, if that, of the main story.
Right.
So it's gonna really be dragged out until we get to the end, obviously, and start to climax and stuff like that. But yeah, I still like the individual episodes.
Yeah,
You know, we're
definitely.
learning more. We learned about Serrano and how that situation was. You know, now we got to figure out where not Wrecker. Your character that we made you, Hunter. We got to find out where Hunter and Wrecker are. Oh, not right.
They were
It's
out.
just Hunter, right? Hunter.
No, it was Hunter and someone else, but they were
Echo.
out picking up credits or something goofy.
Hunter and Echo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about? They
Because they're not with them right now. Remember
Yeah,
in the
Sid
fourth-
said in the beginning that they were out doing some on a mission, but it was like a
Was it?
money collecting.
I thought they
mission or
haven't
something.
gotten back to them yet
No, they did.
from the last episode.
They did.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were still on Serrano.
No. But no, I just hope they dive into each character. That'd be great.
Yeah, it's cool because you're starting to see more about their personalities, and we need that.
that's what
made
the whole show
great.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what made the show great.
Absolutely. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, we have some exciting stuff to continue to watch. And God, this year of content. We're so happy that we're on YouTube now that we can go ahead and talk to y'all guys and y'all can see each other's faces. Well, you can see our faces. We can't really see y'all's, at least not yet. But we can, y'all guys can see us as we're bantering and doing everything that we do here. Hey, look, this is a true brotherhood, a true friendship that we have here at this table. And as crazy as we act when the camera is on and when the recorder is recording us, this is how we talk to each other on a regular basis.
Pretty much.
So this is pretty much normal for us. So look, if anything, and if all things, we thank y'all guys for joining in. We thank y'all guys for spending this time with us at our table. We appreciate y'all guys, truly. We truly do. The last episode that we posted came up with numbers that we was quite surprised with, knowing that it was our first podcast that we decided to do on YouTube, as well as the fact that we still dropped it on Spotify and we still dropped it on Apple. So we still have that community that's still there and still pretty decent and strong. And now we have another audience, a visual audience as well through YouTube. So we thank y'all guys. Hey, continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. We need y'all guys. We need y'all guys' input. We need y'all guys just 2 cents. And we just want to get the algorithms going so we can go ahead and reach more folks that like to talk about the geeky stuff they would like to talk about. Anything?
Speaking back, talking about geeky stuff. Can we all talk about Listen 3000 and how awesome it was that we were on their show? I think that's dropping on Monday.
Yeah, guys. So Listen 3000 is another podcast group out of Philly. I know the one guy, Caesar, met him a couple times. And those guys are phenomenal. We had such a great time.
Oh, that was great.
Absolutely.
So
It was like a pure extension of the table. Like
Pure
it's
extension
just
of the table.
like right
Like,
away. Felt
they
the vibe.
are us. You know what I mean? Like they are geeks just like us. So if you guys get a chance, make sure you go ahead and check them out on YouTube. They're under Listen 3000. They got a couple episodes. They've been doing it for about a year as well, from what I remember. And super dope guys, super great content. So yeah, make sure you go check them out.
They literally. I don't know if y'all guys remember, if y'all guys listened to us on Spotify. I think it was episode 19. I was basically saying that, look, there's a podcast that I got my eye on. I'm like, and they sound just like us. That didn't mean literally they sound like us, but the way that they took on their takes and the things and the point of view that they was looking, I was like, whoa, they sound like us. And we having the opportunity to be on their show just the other day, man, did we vibe well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if when we were doing that podcast, it felt like we've been working with them for a long time.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like it was the first time.
No, we dropped some knowledge bombs too.
Yeah. I mean, listen, they had some stuff, we had some stuff, and it was just a great cohesive time with everybody just enjoying the stuff that we like to talk about. You know what I mean? We felt like that was a table that everybody was sitting at, all talking about the same nerdy stuff, and that conversation could have kept going. Honestly,
Yeah,
it could
definitely
have kept
could.
going. And the good part is, we're gonna try and set that up here on our end with them in the next couple weeks, so you guys can see them on our end, and then have the continuation of that conversation. Because, like I said, we could have went on for hours.
Absolutely. And let's continue it on for hours. You know,
go.
we need to go ahead and continue to sharpen each other, because I mean, they showed us some things and introduced some things to us. It was like, ooh, I didn't look at it that way. You know, and that was actually pretty cool to see another point of view of something that we dived so deep into. You know, so that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's going to continue. That's going to come real soon. More collaborations definitely going to be coming. We're trying to do some other things too. Like we said before, 2023. I hope y'all guys will never get tired of seeing our faces because we're going to try to put a lot of our faces out there in front of you. So, yeah, huh?
Also,
Uh-oh.
if you guys haven't seen, my man Kev here has the first official GNT beanie.
I have the
that
Mach
is
1.
Mach 1. Okay? And that's not it. There's way more. There's t-shirts. We have hoodies. There's a snapback hat, mugs, and there's going to be a lot more stuff coming down the pipeline. So, like, if you guys are interested, make sure you guys check out the shop. Give us some pointers on stuff that you guys are looking for, too, because literally anything is possible. We can literally make whatever you guys just want. And it's not breaking the bank. It also makes great gifts for any of your nerdy friends, like Kev here, who got the first hat. But yeah, if you guys are interested in any of that stuff or interested in any more stuff, please give us a heads up and let us know. But you guys can find the shop on our Instagram, on our YouTube page soon, because that's going to be popping up. So yeah, go check it out. I'm pretty sure you guys might like some of that stuff.
And it's some of our, like some of the merch is actually some of our key phrases that we like to use. So, like, we already see that Kev's hat is our normal GNT. Out of one of, like, the 3 designs that we have for GNT, one there. Our mugs have the design that's actually that we have in our banner that's up in the top of us. And one of our segments is What the Blip. We actually have a design for that segment. And we actually have that on our, I guess, on our shop as well. And you can get that on a T-shirt or on the hoodie. Yeah. Matter of fact, if I'm working on getting that to have that for the next episode because I want to actually wear that.
There you go.
That'd be fly.
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, so we have a lot of stuff that's going on. We have a lot of stuff that we're really looking into diving more into. Just be excited with us because we're excited to bring this content and to bring more to y'all guys.
Absolutely.
So, hey, as we continue to rock, please continue to rock with us. Any last statements, anything, gentlemen?
Negative, that's it.
All right, well, look, we appreciate your time. Once again, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Until next time, peace.
Later.
Yeah.